Hey guys, it is Julie Hamilton. How is everybody doing today? I'm here with Life Builders bringing you simple tips to build a strong and healthy life on. I hope you're doing great and I hope your week is off to a great start. I'm so happy to be back with you. It's been a while. First, I wanted to show you though, I got this awesome new book by Ali Worthington. Hold on. Here it is. The Year of Living Happy. Ali Worthington has a new book out, so go check out this if you want a little more happiness in your life. We're going to be doing a little giveaway pretty soon, and we're going to have her on the podcast in the next few weeks, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. I'll let you know when that happens. All right, well, great to see you guys. Well, today I want to tell you about a little experiment. I'm taking this necklace off because it's jingling, so that's going to be gone. All right, well, you know, this whole thing started about 3 weeks ago. Well, not 3 weeks ago. About a month ago. You know, we've been out of town 24 days out of the last month, and it feels so good to be home. It was really fun. We had a once-in-a-lifetime trip for our 20th anniversary. Damien and I went to Europe and had a great time, but, you know, he asked me to do something really hard, and that was, he asked me, can you please not be on social media for 3 weeks? Can you please unplug from social media on our trip? He's like, well, it started out like this. You're not going to do videos while we're on our trip, are you? And so, I mean, as you guys can imagine, if you have, if you consider yourself an influencer or if you're a social media student at all, you would be like, oh, 3 weeks? No, that takes forever. That's so long, right, Crystal? You're feeling me on this, right? I mean, because it's crazy, 3 weeks, because, you know, we're all about following the rules and doing all the things that we need to do to keep our engagement up. Well, let's go back to one main point before I tell you what happened. When the social media people sat down, the Facebook people sat down, the guys who created it recently revealed that the question they asked themselves was literally, how can we consume as much time as possible from people? How can we keep them on the computer as long as possible or on their devices as long as possible? That is the goal of social media. You have to know that going in. The goal is to keep you on your device and keep you on social media. So keep that in mind with the things that we're talking about. Because what ended up happening was, thanks to my husband, I ended up breaking the rules for almost a month. And I want to tell you about what I lost, what I learned, what I gained, how the numbers changed, and what happened. And I don't know if you'll be surprised or not, but I'm hoping today to either bust you out and get you some freedom, or I know some social media people probably won't be happy about this, but I'm just going to disperse some myths and tell you a little bit about what happened with my experience with this. So first of all, let me say that there are people making a living on social media. So if you're one of the people who is making a living and supporting your family by getting a number of clicks and stuff like that, you need to know, everybody needs to know that is how you're making a living and that's how you're doing it. And these are important for you. For me, I don't get paid anything. I don't get paid a dime for doing videos and podcasts and posting every day. I love you guys and I want to see you grow in your lives, and so that's why I do it. And for me, it's not about making a living. I don't get paid anything for it. So, you know, I have to find out what's the trade-off for that. So I'm going to give you a list of, I made a list last night of all the rules I broke. Where is it? Here it is. This is all the rules that I broke for the last 30 days. The first thing I did was I unenrolled from all my engagement pods. If you don't know what an engagement pod is, basically it's a bunch of people, and what we do is we say, hey, I'm going to put this link and you all go and like this link, and then you post your link and we'll all go and like your link. So you're basically trading likes and comments and stuff with other people, which if you're making a living by the number of clicks that you get on a link, that's pretty great. But for me, it took a lot of time, because then I would post my link and then, you know, you get a bunch of likes and a bunch of comments on your link, but are they real? Are they factual? And also, are they worth the time that you have to spend now to go like everybody else's? Because some of the pods I was in had up to 1,000 people. Can you imagine doing 1,000 likes? So I unenrolled from all my engagement pods. I changed my Instagram to a business account, which I didn't have before, and everybody's like, no, don't do that. It's gonna make your growth go way down. I scheduled all my social media. I wasn't doing it live. I just scheduled it. I didn't comment back to people. I didn't respond for days. You're supposed to respond right away. That's the rule. You respond right away because that gets you higher in the algorithm. I did not have a cohesive Instagram page. That's part of it. I did not, I put way too much type. You're supposed to have pictures and type. I put way too much type on my page. I did not pay for any ads. You know, Facebook and Instagram, they're pay to play. So if you want to go further, you have to pay for ads. I didn't pay for any ads, which I had been doing before. I used hashtags on Facebook. Ooh, that's a bad one. You don't do that at all. I didn't explore or interact with anybody else's. All of my posts on Facebook had the word you on them. You don't put a post on your Facebook page with the word you in them. I didn't post daily. I didn't include any IG stories. There were so many days when I didn't have any IG stories at all. I didn't post on my personal Facebook page hardly at all. And I did not respond in more than 5-word sentences. So those are some of the tips and some of the tricks that people use to keep their engagement up. And those are all the ones that I just wrote down. Like, we do them subconsciously sometimes or consciously, and those are all the ones that I wrote down that I didn't do. But I did write down what I lost and what I gained. So here's my list right here of what I lost and I gained. What I lost, the first thing I lost was the pressure to do it right. I started realizing that I was paralyzed by analysis paralysis, trying to put a post, and then it'd take me like an hour because I'd have it all written out. I'd be like, no, this isn't good enough. This picture isn't good enough. This is whatever. It's not good enough. But what I gained was perspective. What I gained was perspective. Your whole social media is not going to implode if you don't follow the social media rules. I'm going to tell you right now, even for 30 days. I missed some friends. I missed some of my friends' lives. And once you don't engage with people, you don't see their things on your page anymore. So I was really missing that a little bit. But I gained a connection with my husband when we were on a trip, and I was able to focus on him. I lost some stress because I didn't have to worry about creating content and all this kind of thing. And I noticed that once I got relaxed, I had been in constant chronic stress from doing everything and piling everything on top and never cutting anything back, just adding to it and not taking a break. But you know what I gained? I gained some stillness and I gained some time. Because I wasn't spending so much time thinking about how I was going to respond to someone, how I was taking the perfect picture for Instagram, how I was going to post it. I gained some time and some peace of mind. I gained peace by not having to be glued to my phone or always be creating content with my stories in mind. And I want to tell you what I lost in terms of numbers, because I know we all want to know. I lost exactly 50 followers, and that was, with everybody losing and then everybody adding, which comes out to 1.5% of my followers. 1.5% of my followers. I lost a lot of likes, but now I can see which ones people actually really like and which ones people actually don't like, which ones are really succeeding and which ones aren't, because I have actual metrics instead of inflated metrics from my engagement pods, and I can tell. But I love the fact that Gary Vee calls the likes and the follows, he calls them vanity metrics, because honestly, that's what they are. It didn't make a difference in my life that I lost 50 followers or that I, lost 1.5% of my following, because there are probably people that wouldn't engage with me anyway. And what I gained is realizing that I just need to be myself and stop feeling so much pressure to do it right, guys. I just want you to be free in that. All 30 days of breaking all the rules, all I lost was 1.5% of my followers that probably weren't committed followers anyway. And so I just tell you that because I want to set you free from the immense amount of pressure that we feel to get it right all the time and to follow all the rules. And that's what we're fed all the time. If you're a student of social media, that's what you're fed all the time, is you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that. But guess what? Take a break if you need a break. Your social media is not going to die. And come back recharged, come back inspired, come back full of the flow, because influence, the root word that creates influence is from the root word of flow. And so your influence flows from who you are and what you have to say and what you see in the world. And we have an awesome opportunity on social media to change things, because there's so much hate, so much negativity, so much anger, so much hurt, so much darkness. And we have the opportunity, guys, to be lights in that darkness. You can put up something that can bring joy to somebody today, that can bring peace to them, that can bring rest to them, that can remind them of something good about themselves. And social media is a powerful tool, but we need to learn how to rule social media, not let social media rule us. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on what I learned and what I lost. In the end, I didn't lose anything, and I gained a lot by just taking a break. So if you need to take a break, but start thinking about why you're doing what you're doing. And that's where I'm at right now. As you noticed, I've only been doing 1 video a week, and I'm narrowing it down to 1 podcast a week as well, because now I'm starting to think, why am I actually doing this? Why am I actually spending 40 minutes to get the right exact wording on a picture that I don't feel confident is the right picture that people aren't gonna like? Oh, you're so welcome, Crystal. I mean, it was ridiculous. And then I was treating my family like they were in an eruption to the important things that I was doing, which is getting my social media right. Hello? That's not right. That's wrong. That is wrong of me to do that. So now I'm at the point where I'm going, why am I doing this? Why am I rushing to my phone to reply to everybody before I'm replying to my child asking me a question? Right? Let's not do that. Let's not be those people. Let's do, look at your day and ask what pleases God about what your day is and what you're supposed to be doing, and let's reevaluate, and let's do it together, and let's make a positive impact and change the world. All right, that's it. We'll just change the world. That's it. Oh, good to see you, Crystal. Thanks so much. Yes, thanks for watching, and I hope somebody out there feels free. That's what I hope, that you feel free from this little thing. So I love you all, and I will see you next week on Tuesday at 8:30, because we're not doing 2 videos anymore, only doing 1 video a week. And I love you guys. Go live your big, amazing, beautiful lives. Bye.